So you've been really open about not allowing your condition to control your life or to define you. To what degree has telling your own story given you a greater sense of control?
So I honestly, now that I've opened up about it, I feel like I actually have less control. I feel when I wrote the book, I didn't realize how naked I was going to feel once the book was out there. I feel very exposed, and it's good and bad. I want other people to benefit from what I'm going through, but on the other hand, you feel a little bit cautious because there are a lot of people that actually didn't even know that I had MS because I don't present as having the typical symptoms. I've gone out of my way to make sure that I monitor my fatigue and I try to monitor my stress. So for someone to look at me, they don't know that I have MS. But the reality is they can't see what's going on inside of my body, right? So with writing the book and putting it out there, I felt like, oh, okay, I really wanted to do this, but now I'm like, oh goodness, everyone knows now. So like I said, I feel very exposed. But the control thing, I think that was something that I had to just give up completely. I don't have control over this. I can control my. I've been writing a lot of poetry over the years, but I never really took it seriously. I kind of would write a couple of notes here and there. But I'm going back to that now. And I find just when I'm inspired, I just go quick and I write down what I've been thinking about, and then I'll go back to it and work on it more. So now that I've done this, now I'm feeling even more inspired to kind of develop myself and that part of my my life.
It's great. Are you an early morning person, a late night person, or just whenever?
I'm an early bird.
Yeah.
I'm an early bird. However, the other night I woke up, I couldn't go to sleep because I had a poem on my mind and I was like, okay, I can't sleep. I have to get up and write it down. And I did. So I got to bed kind of late that night.
It was interesting to read your book in the era of COVID-19 and self-isolation, because one recurring theme in your book is the value of resting and recharging. About the importance of slowing down despite these social norms that hold activity and productivity as valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Vantage point, what would be the best advice you could offer to those of us who may be having a hard time staying at home and slowing down?
I know it's not easy. I mean, we're so used to being busy. And I mean, if we're talking to a friend, we would say, what have you been up to? What are you doing this weekend? And it's always, we're always talking about being busy and how it's a good thing. But I think if we can just take the time to think about exactly what's going on with us right now, and us as individually, I should say, what is it that I really think is important? I mean, being away from your job or being away from the things you normally do, I think it naturally lends itself to seeing what is it that really interests a person. Do I really like reading? I think it's funny. My husband, he's not a reader. So he just finished his book today. I'm busting him right now. He just finished his book because he's not a reader. And I get that. I mean, that's not his interest. But for others of us, like, what are we interested in? I mean, I know people are busy doing arts and crafts. People are painting. People are doing home renovations. What is it that interests you? I'm hoping that some people are getting in touch with who they are as a person on a spiritual level too.